are developing an economic plan for the country of Kenya in order to improve education, research, irrigation systems, and building greater manufacturing centers. Kenya is a developing country located on the eastern coast of Africa, neighbored by Somalia, Ethiopia, South Sudan, Uganda, and Tanzania, along with the Indian Ocean bordering the most eastern edge. Kenya runs on an agricultural-based economy. The success of Kenya's economy relies on how well the agriculture, cultivation, and production is doing. This is Kenya's biggest issue, because if agriculture is doing poorly, then the entire country suffers. Kenya's agriculture production includes tea, coffee, wheat, sugarcane, fruit, vegetables, beef, pork, and eggs, as well as their very profitable cut flowers industry. 75% of the population makes a living from agriculture, and only 20% of Kenyan land is arable. Agriculture makes up about 50% of the GDP of Kenya's economy. This graph shows Kenya's GDP in comparison to a couple of its neighboring countries. The biggest foreign exchange in Kenya is the cut flowers market. Currently, the sales are indirect and are sold through Dutch auction systems. Also, large-scale growers dominate the markets and leave the medium and smaller businesses without customers. In order to change the economy of Kenya, the trade market must change. We propose that instead of importing food products, manufacturing centers should be developed near agriculture sites to lower transportation costs and reduce imports. This way, the Kenyan economy will be less dependent on European countries and the manufacturing sector will grow. The government should provide funding for irrigation projects in rural Kenya in order to reduce the effect of drought and other natural disasters.
In 2005, the population of Kenya was over 33 million and is expected to continue to grow. With the estimated population growth in the upcoming years, the question of available resources in agriculture is one that is currently raised across the developing country. While women make up about 50% of the population in Kenya, they do not make up even half of the workforce. This inequality in the workforce has contributed to the poverty levels in all of Kenya. The social inequality also affects children at home, seeing as though many children have to stay at home and help with chores. This denies them the opportunity to get a proper education and seek better opportunities outside their homes. Another problem that affects the society of Kenya is not only the scarcity of water in the area, but also clean water. This lack of clean water in Kenya is detrimental to the health of citizens. While the drought can directly kill people, it can also take a slower approach while doing more damage. In the event of the drought in Kenya, not only did it prevent people from getting fresh water, but animals and plants as well.
A lack of arable land, limited knowledge, and limited technology are deterrents to productive farming in Kenya. Technology advances can be used in order to tackle the issue of development. Proper irrigation systems need to be in place to yield large amount of crops. However, most irrigation systems in developing nations fail due to a lack of empirical research on the land. The Bureau Project of 1977, which aimed to increase crop yield through irrigation, saw low yields of crop per large quantities of water used. The lack of knowledge by both the government and farmers on Kenyan soil makes it difficult for proposed development plans to succeed. Furthermore, poverty limits the ability of smallholder farmers to afford critical tools such as fertilizer and seeds. In addition, the lack of access to better markets and information about crops' price limit small farmers' ability to trade their product at fair prices. Technology can also be used as a possible solution to the problem of frequent droughts in Kenya, which is the principal cause of the food insecurity the country faces.
In order to solve these issues, we intend to apply for a grant. A portion of our grant will go towards developing centers where farmers can learn about crop variations, proper farming equipment, and irrigation systems. If the service is coupled with an incentive such as a microloan, it would become an attractive prospect for farmers and provide them with the funds needed to purchase equipment for farming. Additionally, the microloan would provide an opportunity to increase the participation of women in the workforce by facilitating the process of obtaining a loan. Additional research on the land needs to be conducted to explore other ways to maximize productivity. For example, producing crops that are potentially drought resistant. The Kenyan Agriculture Research Institute conducts a variety of studies on farming and cattle. A portion of our grant will go towards supporting these Agriculture Research Institute projects. Water scarcity is also an important roadblock in economic development. 5 aquifers, or underground water reserves, were found in the Turkana region of Kenya. We plan to implement further research to identify the purity of the water as well as determining how much water is present to see whether this water could be used for irrigation and consumption. For this to occur, we need to fund UNESCO, the organization that is in charge of the Aquifers program in Kenya, so that they can continue to perform their research.
With $10 billion to help improve the current condition in Kenya, we are proposing an economic development plan that will sustain the economy while taking into account the unique needs and characteristics of Kenyan life. We have decided to invest a large sum of money into education and research initiatives. We intend to develop programs that aim to educate women and teach the applicable job skills so that they can enter the workforce, as well as programs that help to educate those individuals already in the agricultural workforce, develop new techniques for more productive farming and cultivation. Educating farmers on the benefit of the drip irrigation system will lead to a high yield of crops using the scarce availability of water already present in different regions of the country. The establishment of manufacturing centers near agricultural hotspots will reduce Kenya's reliance for sustainability on outside influences. It will also create a booming sector that will create jobs and boost GDP and attract foreign investors. We predict that with this proposal, by the year 2070, Kenya will have reached a sustainable agriculture-based economy with a closing gender gap and a significantly greater national production profit.